behind. Good. Are we rolling?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I hope the jacket isn't too much of a distraction. I feel like it's far less of a distraction than this massive arm brace that I have.
You're the distraction.
Right. Oh man. So what's going on? Where are we at?
Man, we're just shooting it.
What happened yesterday?
What? An accident?
Why are you wearing beer?
In short, Scott, our warehouse manager, was putting threw some air in the tires because we thought there was a hole or a nail in the tire. And I said, I'll take 5 minutes to just run it around the block and check the controls and make sure that PSI is there. And came around the back side of the building, was turning left, signaled to turn left. Stopped, and a lady just turned left and head straight directly for me, right into the front of the car. And I'm laying on the horn. She had a good 3 seconds of me laying on the horn, and she just kept on coming. So I braced for impact with my left, and it happened. It hit so hard and so quick that I don't know if the contraction of my muscle created the explosion in my elbow, or if my arm slipped off and then the back of my arm hit the steering wheel. But we're fine. All's good. The AMG's gonna be in the body shop for a good 6 months, but
It was hard to look at.
it's okay. Nobody was hurt.
No, well,
Yeah.
not seriously.
Yeah, no, she was
And it's just,
she was paying attention to her phone.
it was totally
That was-
avoidable.
yeah.
That's the part that hurts the most.
Bucket list.
Mm.
You got anything on your bucket list? Major things?
True. I don't have a bucket list.
I think you're
Kinda
about to,
never had it.
I think you're about to knock one off in
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah, there you go.
The
We'll
Mr.
take that.
Olympia.
Olympia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and on Mr. Olympia stage.
That's a bucket
Yeah.
list.
Yeah.
That not too many people get to knock off their list.
Man, if I'm being honest,
Yeah.
that's not on there because
Yeah.
I just didn't see it for me.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just like a bonus.
For sure.
Something that I get to do.
Totally, man.
Bucket list. Gosh, I don't know. Like, I have a million things I want to do, but
Not a lot.
one of those, it's kind of a funny story. I guess one of the on my list was to be on the Olympia stage to be able to compete, right? That never ended up happening because I ended up retiring. So I wanted to focus on the family and business. But in a weird sort of way, it actually did end up happening. In 2015, I was with Animal. And Animal and the guys there, we had to go to the Olympia, and they had asked that if I could go to the show and receive an award on behalf of the company from, I think, bodybuilding.com was giving it out. And I got to stand on the Olympia stage.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. And I remember standing there and looking out into the crowd and going, wow, this is what it was like. This is, this is pretty amazing. But at the same time, I was actually quite grateful to be standing in the position that I was rather than to be a competitor.
Yeah.
I know that's an entirely different conversation, but I remember walking through the back and looking at all the competitors and the state that you're in prior to getting on a stage, and I'm like, wow, I don't miss any of this.
Right.
I don't miss any of this.
Yeah.
Got on the stage, and I'm like, wow, this is pretty fucking cool. I'm not competing here, and I'm glad that I'm not competing here.
Yeah, but I'm here.
I'm here in a different way.
Yeah.
It looks different when you're hydrated, huh?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
totally different. Yeah, you can actually focus, right? I'm
Right.
focusing. I'm looking out in the crowd, and all I'm thinking is like, yeah, my purpose here is a little different. It's
Yeah,
not,
you weren't
what I thought it was going to be.
You weren't envious at all.
No, not at all.
You're grateful.
I was actually at that moment. It was emotional, but at the same time, it was eye-opening, and I was grateful for the way things had happened.
100%.
And that I knew that I wanted to do standing on that stage. It was at that moment that I knew I wanted to do something within the industry to have a positive influence on the industry as a whole.
Yeah.
And that began the inception of Steel on that stage at that very moment.
Yeah. God had awesome plans for you, man.
Yeah. What's long-term goals, dude?
Long-term goals, man. Man, I just want to see my kids grow up. I want to make a respectable man out of my son. Some of the main things that I really think about as a parent and as a husband, I want to raise my family right. I want to see my kids grow up and be successful, whatever that means. But yeah, that's a long-term goal of mine for sure. Financially, I want to keep on, seeing the business grow, and hopefully, one day be able to retire.
And get to do like what you like to do in the meantime.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the bonus.
Yeah.
So what about you, Joe?
Same. I
Same
mean,
thing.
I think as soon as you're a parent, that's your goals.
Yeah.
Get to do what you like to do until you can retire,
Mm-hmm.
and make sure that your kids grow up right there.
Yeah.
So
I don't know about the retiring part for me. If I could do what I'm doing and love what I do, I'll do it for as long as I possibly can. I'll just keep on going. I don't know if I could ever retire. I'm just not the type, I guess, to be able to retire. Because I would just find myself right back into another business
you
or
gotta have
project.
something.
I totally agree with you. I want to be able to structure my business in a different way because you know, as right now I'm training clients all day, I'm doing the coaching thing, and let's be honest, man, training clients one-on-one in person, it's very draining, and I can't see myself doing that for another 10 years. So you know, I'm looking forward to just a way to be able to transition the business, and I never want to fully retire, like you said. You know, I want to stay busy, but I want to play hard too. So
My dad, trainer, physical therapist,
Yeah.
for 40 something years straight. During the pandemic, you know, he was forced out of the gym, so he had nothing to do for 6 months to a year. The first 6 months to a year, he was just kind of trying to figure out, well, what the hell do I do now? This is what I've been doing for 40 years. My dad is very much robotic in nature. Just grinds away day after day. He's training clients 6 days a week.
I see him in here.
You know, he just doesn't stop. And I remember asking, like, yeah, why don't you just take the boat, go fishing every day, man? Do what you love doing. He's like, I can't go fishing every day. Yeah, you know, well, just retire. You don't have to be training people anymore. Just go and enjoy. He's like, you know, he told me, my dad is a man of few words. I like to say a man of no words. But he said,
But he still says a lot.
yeah, exactly. When he says it, it leaves a
Lasting
mark,
impression,
an impression in your brain forever. And he goes, you know, monkey falls out of the tree. I'm like, what do you mean monkey falls out of the tree? What are you talking about? He's like, I can't quit. That means monkey falls out of the tree. I'm like, monkey falls out of the tree. I'm like, oh, I guess monkeys belong in the tree, and they're just supposed to be there and until they do fall out of the tree. I'm like, okay,
Like
that's an interesting way to look at it.
Confucius way of saying
Oh
things.
yeah, he's very Confucius in his
Delivery.
in his deliveries. Monkey fall out of the tree. So So I put together this gym for the employees and the friends, family, and my father, so he can bring his clients.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Continue to stay in the tree.
So cool, man. It's a lovely tree.
Yeah. Well, here's a potential controversial topic. You obviously are eating protein in the form of animal products.
Yes.
Thoughts on veganism?
Yeah, I don't think it's conducive to bodybuilding personally.